Burieti has watched 10 streams.
cheese.
Good evening. It's Wednesday. We are back for day 5 of my Arable August Start from Scratch Challenge in Farm Sim 25. So we start today just shy of 12 hours game time. With just short of £9,500 in the bank account, which is the most we've had so far. So let's get stuck in. We have got Ratzinger. Oh, yes. It is Swiss. I also figured out on Monday what the stuttering was all about. It's not, it's Swiss. Ratzinger Heights. But yes, that would be why it is German. Because it's, yeah, based in Switzerland. Swiss is not a language, correct. They speak both German and French in Switzerland, depending on which parts you're in. So, at the end of the last cheese. It is, indeed. Oh, Flemish, I forgot Flemish. And Italian? Yes. Something like that. I know the main languages of Switzerland are French and German. But yeah, likely they speak Dutch and gibberish. Yeah. Although every country speaks a little bit gibberish. Just ask my children. Also, I'm a little bit upset today. I got a nice email this morning from... Oh, Romansh. Okay. I got a nice email from speedrun.com. My world record for Starlink has been beaten by 16 seconds. So it looks like September is going to be Starlink month, getting that back. But yeah, that'll be fun. Oh, I drove past where I wanted to be. So, I now understand why the stuttering is happening as well. And it's because the fence is on the border on some parts of this map. Would you like me to... I did not mean to drive onto that. Ah, my plot of land is there. You want me to ask them to deliver it meow? Are we in Super Trooper? On the last day of BSJ, there was a set of Dutch tarot cards lying around. A group of Germans were reading them. Taking the... Of course they were. Because Germans... Or is it? No, it is this bit. Okay. I got a little bit confused then. Yeah, why is that not surprising to me? But yes, we'll use a worker to work that field. Let's have a look on the contract list. Lots of bale wrapping, which is not surprising. Square bales, though. Oh, they're all square bales. Apart from one. Round bales, meh. Round bales, eh. Square bales. That's a lot of bales, though. Got 20 grand. Yeah, that feels that's a little bit mean. Not gonna lie. German does an efficient and sensible life. Yeah, I must admit the Germans do have a lot of random words for seemingly inane things. Ooh, actually, that one might be a good one to pick up. 15 grand harvesting beet. Plowing. Plowing. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that word. F is because I will butcher it because I haven't spoken a lick of German in 20 years. But that bale wrapping contract seems it would be a good one to grab as well. Yes, but the EU is not a country. I don't know if they haven't released. So, interestingly, for 17, 19, 22, there was a farm sim league. I wish I was joking. This actually happened. There is a farming simulator league. It happened for 22, 19, and 17. I don't think it happened for... I don't think they've done one for 25. Because I don't think the map exists in 25. No, absolutely. But the thing is, it requires... I can't remember if it's 3 or 4-man teams. I think it's 4-man teams. Which I don't think would go down very well with tech. No, I absolutely agree. It would be an interesting thing to have at UKSG. However, I don't think it's going to happen. In the same way that we're not going to get a League of Legends tournament at UKSG. But yes, we are going to leave this guy to do that. We will come back later. I am going to grab this contract because I want to go chasing bales. Yeah. So yeah, if you would like to save us from the hellish torture that is Chemical Plant Zone, stick some stuff in the queue. Although, to be fair, Chemical Plant Zone isn't a difficult zone. Thank you! The Wurzels! Yeah! Because I've got a brand new... I know that song. You know what? I'm going to save us from Chemical Plant Zone to play that now. I went the wrong way. Working on me, 'cause I got 20 acres, you got 43. Ah, that failed the no singing challenge. Ah well. It's never a challenge I will succeed at. I enjoy singing too much. But yes, Dave, I hope you enjoyed your time at BSG. I was having it. Do you know what? I was honestly looking at the list of submissions for UKSG Blue. It is not, it's not looking, there's not a huge amount of submissions. I think I looked at it the other day, there was 19 runners. I mean, obviously the number of actual things submitted is between double and triple that. Because most of us have submitted more than 2 runs, or at least 2 runs. But yeah, there aren't many submissions. I suppose it's to be expected given it's the end of the year. Or coming up to. And turn on automatic drop. I just need to keep my eye on the top right hand corner so that I can see when the words brain's gone to mush again. I can see when that other tractor finishes its job, because I'll get a notification under the contract percentage saying worker letter before I has finished their task. Oh, if you wanna go nuts, Dave, and just queue up a bunch at once, go ahead. It's that's fine. Old MacDonald had a farm. Yes. That would be funnier if my name was MacDonald. I don't know why I drove that far. Too hungry to be the DJ. Nah, you're not. No one's too hungry to be the DJ. Anyway, yeah, like I say, I think we've got a good chance of getting runs in at UKSG because, like I say, there's only 19 people to run. Excuse me. But yeah, like I said, the main run I would like to see accepted, I got beaten for world record today. Or the video got accepted today that beats my world record, so yeah, I need to go and reclaim that at some point. Like, genuinely, that has made me a little bit salty. But I think the biggest thing for me was I did it on a Switch 1, whereas everybody else on that leaderboard was playing on Switch 2. I'm not salty at all. Honestly, I knew it was going to get beaten because I keep getting time save in various parts of that run, and I'm just not able to string the whole thing together yet. I know it's beatable. I just wasn't able to do it. And that is okay. Cool, let's go take this back. We'll go grab the... Try not to drive through the people. And yes, I mean literally drive through them. That is a lot of applause for somebody that was singing a nursery rhyme. Oh, wow. Thread the needle. Almost successful needle threading. And drop. And we need to grab this, the forks. Oh no, raining tacos. Thanks Spotify for just randomly stopping and cool, let's carry on with this then. Raining tacos. If my children were here and listening, they would absolutely love you for picking that song. They are very much of the Robo-Blocks generation. Or as I keep calling it, roadblocks, just to wind them up. Already wrapped that bale. So that one's already done, so that'll just zip through. Dun. For all you parents out there, don't force your children into a particular career path. That will only end badly for you and your child. Grass into silage. Just because it's a £20,000 contract. They list a lot of negatives about being a cowboy in this song. Being an agent of a rampant historical imperialism that saw the decimation of native... Yes, yes, absolutely. I know this song from a game about stealing cars. And in an entire fictional county in the US of A. Yep. Yes. I believe they were from K-Dust from GTA San Andreas. K-Rose. I knew it was one of them. I couldn't remember if it was DST or Rose. K-Dust. Yeah, it's K-Rose. DST might have been Vice City. So yes. Have a drink. So again, I'm keeping my eye on for that. Worker has completed their task message just so that I can go pick up the next piece of equipment. What the... Why did it... I didn't even read what it picked it up as. I'm assuming it was potentially derogatory. Because it picked up on Rose's The Hillbilly channel. Hillybilly, yep. It was very, it very much was picking up on the Hillybilly thing. Silly Billy. Yeah, I know. To be fair, I've got it. I think. Let me double check what I've got it set to. I think I've got it set to lower. Create a dashboard. Oh no! Put that back over there, please. Thanks, Windows. Let moderation settings. Oh, actually, it's set to. There we go. I fixed it. Sorry, it was on level 2. It was on level 2, it's now on level 1. Mountain Williams. I've turned it down. I do not. I thought I had honestly thought I had it set lower because generally I don't have an issue with people saying talking nonsense. I try and filter myself a little bit. But that's personal preference. And when I say filter myself, I try and keep it a little bit PG-13. I try not to swear. Just because that's what I've got used to. I have the bullying one up high. Yeah. You know what, actually, I think I'm going to leave it on level 2. I should really... So, let's drop this off. Drop this off. Drop. Pick up the rake. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it on medium. Like most thing, I need to put in. There's a few things that I need to add. In fact, I'm gonna set a reminder because now I know where those settings are. I'll do that later. I mean, what I really need to do is get brave enough to ask people to moderate. But I am but a small streamer. I get maybe 2-3 views per stream, so I don't think it's worth having anyone here moderating on a regular basis. Small streamer, yes. Also small in in terms of the number of views I get, on small physically as well. At 5'6", I am but a tiny human. Well, I'm not a tiny human being. I am a below average human being. The Weller men. I need to start this on the right-hand side of this field. The longest Johns. Is that a song about trousers? I feel like that's a song about thermal underwear for men. Or women. Oh, that's the band. Okay. Yes, yeah, I was reading. I've got the columns the wrong way around. Swap them over. That's better. Fair. That is as good a reason as any. Oh. Oh, nice. The Wellerman. Thanks, bot. You've. There we go. Diggy hole. Yay. But it's not the Windrose version, so you know I have things to say. He is taking an interesting route to get into this back corner. Let's get on with this bale wrapping. Because this is 20 grand in my... yeah. It's stuttering time. That means there's a fence loading. So, I have a funny feeling that over there somewhere, or behind me in the village, there is a fence currently loading in, one fence panel at a time. There you go. Alright, let's have a drink while we wait. Wake up a minute. Oh, what happened there? I zoned out for 30 seconds. Whoa, where did that happen? How did that happen? Oh dear. August John. Oh, excuse me. Decided it didn't want to pick that one up. There we go. We'll head up to... So we've got 4 left to go. There we go. We're nearly done. I think. I will do one last. If this doesn't get us up to 100%, I will do one last loop around the field.
My wife.
Hello, my wife. Hillbilly rock and roll. So yeah, I think we get, yeah, this will get us up to 96%, and the last one will take us the rest of the way. Actually, this might even do 97. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, my wife loves to do, loves to break out the cheesy pop songs, and you know what? I am here for it every damn time. The carbonated is here. Well done, you have your carbonated. And complete. There we go. Yeah, I know you meant carbonaras. Complete. Nice. I could do another one, but let's grab this because hey, what are we shouting hey for? It's done it again. I don't know why it gets to the end of a song and then just stops.
Cheese.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Interestingly, they've only given me 3,000 litres of fertiliser in a 10,000 litre spreader. This is going to be fun. Hey, when the fire is done, they can go. Oh, I didn't need to come out of this bit of road. I could have gone up the other side. Oh well, we'll cut up this gap here. But I am slowly starting to consider... Fighting with your cat over food sounds like a dangerous thing. All right, let's go. Oh dear. Oh. Right, so unfortunately that's going to have to wait for me to finish this because unfortunately dance and dance with me and stuff your bellies at the feast. Stumble home and fall asleep, dreaming in a mountain key. Born underground. Nah, it's fine. Well, we might not even get one yet. Although someone did mention that that she may have been considering getting a cat. Diggy diggy hole. Digging a hole. Oh, wow. No, not that one. That one, please. And then activate. Go. Itchy leg. I mean, yes, ideally, but I'm sure we would address that situation as required. Down, down. Take my watch off for a minute because it my wrist itch. If I make my roots good and baby, then they... Cool, contract finished. Contract finished. Collect. Done. Right. Let's get this folded up, taken back. We'll go grab the... And we'll go grab the last piece of equipment that we need to finish this job off. And that is the forage wagon. Oh yeah. Whee! Always, dear. It was a pop song from the 1990s. I mean, it was probably older than that. There was probably an older version than that, but yes. A pop song from the 90s. Definitely enjoying it. Oh, thanks, Discord. I appreciate the notification that I'm live 45 minutes later. Thanks, Discord. I forgot I had that role on my own server. I really shouldn't. Oh well. At least I know the notifications are working. So we have 45 grand. I wonder if there's a field we can buy for that. Rodeo. Excuse me. Oh, I should have. I realized I completed that. Oops. Nice, wait the white wolf. Wake the white wolf. Remember Stella. I am gonna turn off the ad card for tonight again, just because this video is going to go live on YouTube in about 2 weeks' time. At this point, on the 15th of August. Hey, Chrono. Welcome on in, buddy. We have had a little bit of whiplash in terms of songs tonight. We have had some good old-fashioned K-Rose songs from GTA San Andreas. We have had sea shanties. We have had just generally a good mix of stuff. And Sophie is currently loading up 90s. Nice. Okay. But yeah, I hope you're doing well, Chrono. I hope the mermaid's mask was good for you tonight. Ah, we're now getting musicals. Very good. Good progress was made. That's what we like to hear. Okay, fair. I was gonna say that will probably be your end. Oh. Turn around this way. So the reason for the stuttering is because of this hugely detailed map, and the poor Steam Deck is trying to load in all of the details. I thought I turned that off. Oh, I set it to false. Never mind. I'll remember to turn it off for the next one. Whoops. We really are getting a tour of musicals, aren't we? From zero to hero. Oh dear. Right. Ooh, wow. Okay, we actually got a good chunk of this. Itchy leg, itchy leg, itchy leg, itchy leg, itchy leg, itchy leg. Stop itching leg. Yeah, good luck. So yeah, we're about to get a load of stuttering in a moment. And I'm going to go empty this into the... So the stuttering will start on the way in here. Because just up here is a house. Thank you, Bev. Just adjust the camera slightly. Welcome back from the ad break, everybody. I need to remember to start sitting up properly and not leaning forwards. So there was some stuttering happening over here because of this fence. Because of this fence here. But it seems to be behaving itself. It might have just been coincidence then. Alright, let's reverse this over this grate. And drop. Nice. Posture check. There we go. I have checked my posture. Stretch. Okay. I forgot I was wearing my Scooby-Doo Ghostbuster t-shirt. But yeah, let's take this back and we will have a look at we will have yes, but only in the sense that it's a kids TV show, so it's, you know, it is kids TV horror in the same way that Goosebumps is kids TV horror. But yeah, it is definitely a spooky TV show. The song is literally just called Ghostbusters. Super, yes, indeed. Excuse me, itchy nose. I think you may have got the wrong version of the Ghostbusters theme there. I have no idea why that's sent twice. Unless for whatever reason your particular chat connection didn't realize it had sent properly and tried to send it again. I don't know. Right. Let's drop this off here. So, like I say, our next... Let's just grab this and put it back. Indeed. Nice. We'll drop that there. Cool. Let's have a look at quick save. We'll grab a drink while it's doing that. By the time I'm done, it'll be finished. Let's have a look. So we've got cultivating contracts that we've done. What we haven't done yet is a... So that's a short distance relatively to drop stuff off. But let's do a root crop harvest. That's a long drive. That is literally driving across the map to drop it off. I will be avoiding those two because there is no tank on those harvesters, and it will break rule number 1 of no helpers on borrowed machinery for contracts. This is going to be interesting. Uh-oh. Come on. There we go. All-wheel steering to all-wheel steering. There we go. Yes. Popular, indeed, popular. Let's do... Let's put steering mode on, twisty steering on. There we go. Ah, there we go. There we go. We're off. I've Yeah, I have no skin in this game. I'm not a musicals person. And I don't know, Sophie's only ever seen... Did you go and see Wicked in London? Oh, you did go and see Wicked in London. Of course you did, otherwise you wouldn't have the hoodie. Duh. Thankfully, this is quite a big harvester. Yes. And pick up the header. And reverse. Ah, hairspray. This is... Yeah. Oh, nice. Ah, yes. You got lucky then, so... You got very lucky. Come on, please. Damn it, there's not enough room to turn around there. Reverse! Oh, this is painful. This is painful. And we'll do that. So this is where the AI would actively clear out more field so it had more room to turn around in and wasn't colliding with, you know, map furniture, as I call it. There we go. Got it. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, we've seen Rocky Horror live. Mm-hmm. Oh yes, it's 13, 12, 13 is definitely too young for Rocky Horror. To be fair, I'd say anything younger than about 17 is too young for Rocky Horror. But yeah. Yeah, maybe. Mm-hmm. I knew of Rocky Horror, I just didn't have a, you know, an encyclopedic understanding of the show and the ins and outs. Suffice to say that just being outside of that show was an experience in and of itself. Yes, it was an experience of all time. Am I going to have a problem with this tree? Oh, thank God. Cool. Oh, I hadn't seen the film. And I was in my mid-20s at the time. Mm-hmm. I must admit, I do want to watch the original. I want to watch the original with Tim Curry and Richard O'Brien and all of those guys, because just want to, yeah. Oh, okay, 21. I was 21. I was 9 plus 10. You know, because memes. Let's reverse back a bit. Oh look, it's good, Tiger. What, the original with Tim Curry? I am absolutely sure it is. And get rid of that. Reverse. And no, that one. Yeah, good. I was wondering when you were going to put that on. And you want, okay, now we're going down the now we're going down the frozen line. Lovely. Huck was on a roll. Freak opinion poll. Water. Huck could stop a show. And you're talking SRO. He was a no one, a 0-0. He's a hero. Back down top, 0 to hero. Just like that. When his girls went wild with who's the girl? Then he slapped his face on every face, on every vase. Such a... The songs in this film don't deserve to be this good. And yeah, I absolutely love this film. Turkey comes to the country. Honey, the crossword guard. Zero to hero, a major. And who'd I thunk? What the glad? I know him well. Chess in concert. I feel like I know that song. Not conceited. But it's almost like I can hear my wife shouting at me going, yes, you do know that song. Ah, okay. Oh. No, we're just gonna power through. I believe max is 4,700? 44,700 litres. I could be very wrong. I'm very wrong. 45, isn't it? Ooh. That's the Barbara Dixon. Okay. Unimog. I do like Unimogs. He fell into my knife 10 times. 10? Right. How full is this trailer gonna get from this? Yeah, I know my alignment's not great, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Ah. Le roi du monde. Now, if I could remember what Roy was, then I'd be able to translate that for you. But it's the something of the word. Romeo and Juliet, the children of Verone. Ah. Yeah, I probably should have known that. Ernesto de la Cruz. Remember. Anyway. I really shouldn't sing. It's the Capulet song from the Romeo and Juliet musical. Very cool. Ah, you're welcome. Yep, I have. Time to turn around. Infinitely better in English than in French. In French than in English. Same goes for Notre Dame de Paris. There. Okay, this Unimog is actually genuinely struggling with 45,000 litres of sugar beet on board. I love the fact that Encanto has 2 people that were known for playing, in quotes, tough characters. Because one of the characters, I can't remember exactly which one, but one of them is the sort of the tough cookie from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and the male voice that was singing in that first part is I can't remember his name in NCIS either, but it's the Spanish named character from NCIS. Agent Cortez? What, Encanto? Yeah. Oh wow. Are we actually going to be able to get up here? Only just. Ah, the lava song from... No, that's not the one at all. I know which one you wanted. Oh. Take it off. I will find it. You're looking for I Lava You. Removed. I Lava You. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. We're up. Wow. Okay. Genuinely surprised we only just made it up there. Thankfully, getting down will be easier because the truck will be empty. There, that's better. That is a version of the song, yeah. So, is it weird that my favourite version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow is Israel's. Not the country Israel, I mean the Hawaiian singer Israel. Met a boy, cute as can be. Yes, I know technically I was singing the wrong part there. I don't care. Like, does he have a car? Uh-huh. 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 Wella. Get this thing up and running again. Get all the lights on because it's 5 o'clock on the 3rd in October. It will be dark. Ah, somewhere over the rim. Thank you, dear. I think that has to be my favourite version of that song, and possibly the best version of that song. But again, that is opinion, not fact. If you disagree with me, that is absolutely fine. I think I'll take the Minions YMCA. Immediately followed by what could possibly be described as the worst version of a song. You know what? The Minions are just... I've realised recently that the Minions are literally just the modern equivalent of the Chipmunks. And I can't believe it's taken me till now to figure this out. No, we want that up. We'll fill it over like that. There we go. Friend. That's what. Down the sea, but oh, it is the original as well. What? You know what? That was an interesting way to go into it. Peaches by Jack Black. Yay. I ain't afraid of no goats. I I ain't afraid of no ghost. Bum, ba, da, da, da. Ooh, live. I do like me a good live cover. Conceal, don't feel. Let it go. That is genuinely horrible life advice for anybody. And I don't care who you are or where you come from. Conceal, don't feel. Yeah, no, never. Sorry. There are only two possible outcomes from bottled emotions. There are only two possible outcomes from bottled emotions. That's either self-destruction or external destruction. Someone's gonna get hurt. And it may or may not be the person who has, you know, been repressing said emotions. Okay. The start. Damn it, you've got me singing this now. All around like a I'm never going back. Which one? That one? Let it go, let it go, can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go, put away inside the door. No, not a chance. Going to say, let the storm rage on. Oh, that one. Let it go. Let it go. It's gone. Make your eyes stand in the light of day. Let the storm rage on. No, not quite. Almost. Almost. I'm trying not to be too loud though. That might have something to do with it. Damn it, I was dead. I failed. Never mind. All good. I don't mind failing. Is that no for me failing or no because I tried? And this is going to be on YouTube permanently. Shit. Oh well, never mind. But yes, dear wife, explain yourself, please. Is that no because I tried or no because I failed? Also, $100 Canadian is like 40 quid. It's not a lot of money. Actually, it might be 60. No, not even going to try. This is a child. Like an actual child. There is no way I'm hitting any of the notes that child is singing. Oh, my tries. Okay. That's fair. I built a snowman right up around the wall. I think the company overdue. Started talking to the pictures on the wall. Hang in there, John. It gets a little lonely. Your ears will be fine, dear. But yes, we'll go round and round. This is the only downside. Now, how many times has this movie been played at home? Considering our youngest was 2 or 3 when it came out, a lot. When it first released and we got it on DVD, it has played. It was literally on repeat most weekends. The film would finish and she would say, the child would go again, 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 and it would go on again. Yeah, the oldest one is of an age where this was the first Disney film he was actually capable of watching and understanding. And it was, you know, brand new for that time. Oh God, she's a teenager in a few weeks. In like 8 weeks or something daft like that. Yeah, she did on a couple of occasions, I think, dear. Mm-hmm. My engine is too loud. There you go. Again, the Spotify's audio balancing is shocking. Like, I have it set to automatically balance all the songs, and it fails miserably. Like, it doesn't even try. What did they say? Indeed. I'll be devoting more time to floating under the sea. I need to stop singing with the Jamaican accent in this song. 63 days. Jesus Christ. Okay, it's 9 weeks until she's 13. 9 weeks. It's birthday on a Wednesday. Oh yeah, that would make sense considering we come back on the... Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Naturally, There we go. Better alignment this. How long until she brings home someone? Mum, Dad, this is the person I'm dating. She's already well. She's already done that in quote marks. Dating is a strong word for it. At her age, she has had people that she has described as boyfriend, girlfriend, enter appropriate, you know, pronoun here. Basically, she's had crushes that she has communicated with and spent time with, but nothing really happens. Like, they don't hold hands, they just hang out and talk, and which, to be fair, is the kind of relationships that personally I would prefer that she had at that age. Exactly the kind of relationships I had at that age. Oh, I've got an itchy. Don't know why. Yes. About 12, 13. Which is exactly how all relationships start. At that age. I do know this song. I agree. It is a gorgeous song. What musical is it from? I know it's from our musical, I just cannot remember which one. Oh, of course it's from Chess. I mean, the name was a giveaway. You know, should have been a giveaway, but, you know, didn't pick up on the fact that that is a question I cannot answer. Thirteen, 14. Yeah. Oh, part of your world. Ooh. Look at this stuff. Never. Burke is one of the singers. Oh, nice. Alexandra Burke was is a great singer. Not that you hear much of her anymore. Or at least I haven't heard anything of her in a long time. But that's likely more due to the curse of oh god, you know, pop idol, pop stars type nonsense. I'm sure she was a contestant on one of those. Yeah, one. I knew it was. I had a feeling it was one of them, but yeah. Sorry, Ariel. We definitely do reprimand our daughters. Sorry. Sorry to burst that bubble. What's the word? Burn? Well, physics would dictate that a fire needs three things: fuel, heat, and yes, fuel, heat, and oxygen. Go. Parados. 5. Now we have the kings of the world. Right. No, I don't want crab steer. I understood one of those lines. Holy, got a lot of songs in the queue at the minute. Oh, it finishes there. Okay. Ten songs in the queue. And that's the longest we've ever had it. Let's turn on twist steering, actually. Turn steering, as it's called. So, knowing the full story of this movie and why this song exists in the context of the movie, this version feels very much far too upbeat. Oh no, it's definitely. I was going to say it even sounds like it might be in a major key at points, but it's not. It's definitely minor. It just doesn't. Oh well. Ice. Standing face to face with greatness and it's strange. Don't even know how you feel. It's adorable. Humans never change. This was also a song that. This was also a film that was on a lot in our house. Breathe it in. Not the hair at the bar. When you're staring at a demigod. Yeah, I'm not a demigod. I'm not even close. The sun guy. Okay, you're welcome. Guess I'm just demigod. Hey. Ah, just my way to be me. You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, come to think of it, kid, honestly, I could explain every natural phenomenon. Oh, that was Maui just messing around. Part of the truth. Tickety tap in. Okay, you're welcome. Well, come to think of it, I gotta go. Say welcome, 'cause I'm gonna need that boat. Oh, that's worrying. The demigod of the wind and sea cannot float. Some useful demigod he is, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good choice. I like, yeah. We also watched a lot of Thomas. Yeah, we did. Winnie the Pooh. The Dinosaur Train and Paw Patrol. Yeah. To be fair, Dinosaur Train was around for the older one too. Dinosaur Train, Paw Patrol. And now they just spend most of their time watching watching stuff on YouTube that we honestly call rubbish, and yet I'm not gonna lie, I would have watched probably stuff similar to it on YouTube. In fact, I still do. Yes. Super Monsters. Super Monsters was another one. Sundown. Super Monsters. Buy everything. Oh yeah, she also likes that as well. Bloom. No, but given some of the stuff I have watched on YouTube, yeah, I can see why my kids enjoy watching the stuff they enjoy watching on YouTube. Yep, that also explains a lot about what our kids like. Yeah. Sun down, monsters up, and then sun up, super monsters. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go and empty that now. I hope. Sky above. Oh, actually, saying that, that reminds me. There are 2 new emotes in the channel. If you have a tier 1 subscription, you should have access to both, because one of them is a follower emote, that being the Star Fox logo. And I've also added a new animated emote using something else drawn by my oldest daughter, which is the DK dance. Because I felt like it was time that I started using them. So, if I just quickly... So I have the DK dance. and the Star Fox logo. But yeah, if you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, I got an email this morning from speedrun.com saying that my world record on Starlink Battle for Atlas has been beaten. So I will be studying that video and trying to see what I can do to improve my run, or at least make it more consistent. Yes. Yep, Biggs DK and the Star Fox logo that she drew for me. She also she's already featured on the stream actually. She is my featured artist at the moment, along with the ones that Fallen did for me. But my channel avatar that sits on the welcome on the starting soon, and I think it also sits on the be right back screen. Hang on. Yeah, it does. My new full body drawing was also done by my oldest. But yes, I decided to make DK dance. It felt appropriate. And it looks alright, actually, dancing backwards and forwards like that. Because it's small enough that you can't see the detail on the tie, it doesn't, you can't tell that it's all Twitch is doing is just mirroring the image. But yeah, the Star Fox logo looks nice. This is also one of our children's favourite Disney shorts to watch as well. You know what, that's a film I've not watched yet. Although I don't think that's available yet. On streaming platforms, specifically Disney Plus. It's available. Yeah, I still haven't watched it. I don't think Sophie's watched it either. Or was that the one that came straight to Disney and didn't actually go in the cinemas? Come on. I braked. I started braking far too early. Come on. Oh, okay. I was singing at the start. Far away over rain. I there. That is a very distinct possibility. I tend not to watch TV. I'm not a huge watcher of TV. God damn it. Finn was surprisingly solid. I really have butchered this lineup with this one. Oh, there we go. I'll do. She probably did, and she probably only watched it with the little one because the big one also doesn't watch TV a lot. At least not downstairs with the family. Yeah, Friday night movie night while I'm out at the local game store playing Magic the Gathering. Yeah. Eh. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Like I say, I'm not a huge watcher of TV movies and stuff. I have movies that I will watch. But they've got to be the right. They've got to grab me pretty. I mean, Lizard. Yeah, that was only at the end of the film. Well, it might have happened in Hopper's act, like itself. I don't know. What a wonderful. Oh. E-O. That is what. Rainbow. In the film, but a minor cameo type of thing. Yeah, yeah. But the lizard thing where he's tapping on the phone screen was at the end of Zootropolis 2. Or Zootopia 2, depending on your location. Like I say, time for possibly the worst version of this song. I'm sticking to my thing that the minions are the modern day equivalent of the chipmunks. And by chipmunks, yes, I do mean Alvin. Yes, but also no. So many good memories with songs like this and the Agadoo and you know, songs of that ilk, you know, the 1960s, 70s, what would have been, you know, sort of called party songs. And, you know, we're talking so many good memories of, you know, events and happenings with those songs playing in the background and, you know, getting up and doing all the dance moves and all that noise. Genuinely, those memories are. Yeah, Superman. Yeah, exactly. Macarena. Yeah, Sophie knows what I'm on about. Saturday night. Yeah. I'll be honest, it's the Minions. I'm not really listening. And I'm pretty sure this was a song by Boyzone. Or, oh, it could have been Take That. Let's say the Boyzone or Take That. I'm sure somebody more aware than I will have Googled it and found out who the original singers were. Because I'm pretty sure it's Boyzone. But I could be wrong. All for One? Oh. Oh, right, okay, which means it was a cover by a 1990s boy band. Lovely. I swear. Got nothing in my brain. Got nothing in my brain. Ooh, ooh. Got nothing in my brain. Ooh, ooh. I apologize, but the meme version is the only version of this song that I hear when I hear this song. It's like listening to Chop Suey, but you can't wake up. Or the one about dancing with a where the lyrics go, "Shut up and dance with me." But interest was quickly lost, so it stops at the first "shut up." With the pigs, yeah. This is the pig. This is the version from Sing. I know you didn't do Swift. Now, I am gonna be probably. This is gonna be probably a tepid take at best, but Johnny's songs from the Sing series are the best. John Michael Montgomery, then covered by All for One. Oh. I always thought it was covered by a British or Irish boy band. Huh. Maybe I'm just misremembering it, because I know the song. Maybe that it is that version. Again, we are talking 30 years ago, nearly 40 years ago at this point. So yeah, I'm not surprised that I can't remember exactly, but I swear, I swear. Funny how that's the song we were just talking about. But yeah, I'll take it. So many boy bands from that time. Indeed, it was the era of the boy band. And the girl band, actually. Let's not sell them short. Some of the biggest artists of that era were girl bands. But I find it funny that a lot of the boy bands of that time have all started doing reunion tours, but none of the girl bands really have. Or if they have, I haven't heard of them. Boyzone is now Dudezone. Yeah, they got Manzone. Yeah. I must admit, the one band I would have liked to see do a reunion was Westlife. But yeah, that never happened, did it? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, ED, emergency department? No. But yeah, I don't think Westlife split originally on the best of terms, so it's unlikely we'll ever see a reunion from those guys. But I enjoyed Westlife. You will have to de-acronym that acronym, because it's not registering in my brain what you mean by ED. Ah, yep, got you. Yeah, now it's true. Now it's sunk in. Much like the medication. Why didn't I see that? No. Starting to get tired. Oh dear. Indeed. Well, people who own the requisite body parts, we will say. That is one hill I will stand on. Not all men have that body part. And not all people who have said body part are men. That is a hill I am willing to stand and fight on. Oh yeah. No, I definitely understand it. It was just I think it was more of a, and I know Sophie didn't mean it in any way at all. It was just I was pointing out that you know the current change in social dynamic around gender. I don't know. You don't need to apologize. Let's be fair, it's difficult to rewire nearly 40 years of, entrenched wiring. It really is. And I can only imagine how much harder it is for those that have got, 60, 70, 80 years of social rules to undo, rewire, and all that nonsense. Yeah. If you can't figure it out as a trans person, how am I supposed to figure it out as the most vanilla person you ever meet? And I'm not just referring to the colour of my skin. Yeah. Vanilla as in I am cis-het. I have never had any inclination to anything other than cisgendered heterosexual male. Don't tell people we are almost 40. I don't care, okay? Age is a number. I might be growing old, but I am definitely not growing up. I have a t-shirt in the wash that's currently in the wash basket across the room from me that says, I don't snore, I dream I'm a tractor. I also have another t-shirt in the wardrobe that says, you're never too old to play with trucks. No. Nope. Health-wise, I have no trouble with anything. I am getting a lot larger, though, as I age. I need to fix that, but I lack the motivation to do so. Bruno, that is the only way you can look at life. My dad is 63 in October, and he is the biggest child I know, and I love him to pieces for it. And at 5'3", that's impressive. Being the biggest child I know. Who, my parents? I'm 37, my dad's 63. He was about 24 when he had me, which was about the same age I was when I had my first child. Oh no, my dad fully acknowledges that he's 63. What he refuses to do is accept that he has to behave like a 63-year-old. Which reminds me, I do at some point need to figure out another what can I how can I put it, Tiger and Dad gaming session on stream, because that was one of the I'm sorry, me and my dad and my brother playing, I can't remember what we were playing on stream. No. And frankly, as you know, frankly, the best dads, granddads, parents, full stop, don't act they never act their age. They act the age of the children they are around. Yeah, my dad has a t-shirt that says it's weird being the same age as old people. Yeah. I think he has that one. Yeah, I think so. I don't know how to act my age. I've never been this old before. I like that one. I want that one. I want a t-shirt that says that on it. Also, I never quite understood the obsession with the phrase act your age and not your shoe size. I feel like that worked. I feel like that statement becomes less and less meaningful the older that you get. Because I don't know any fully grown adult that... Yeah, that makes sense. My dad has always been a manual worker, so technology to him was always a leisure activity. But no, me and my dad and my oldest brother. My next nearest brother, I'm the oldest of three. Although you wouldn't believe it if you saw pictures of them. Yeah, we are quite big. That way, sim gamers, as you can tell. As you've seen recently. So yeah, we used to do regular, I say regular, once a month we used to, you know, jump onto a game online and just play. But it would always be something like SnowRunner or, you know, Euro Truck Simulator or something to that effect. But yeah, I do need to arrange that again. We haven't done that in months. I am the oldest, but I look the youngest, and that's only because my unfortunately my youngest brother has asthma, and he was on steroid inhalers for a long time, which led to him having premature hair loss. So yeah, he is completely bald. And my middle brother just, yeah, he lost all his hair at 30. Or most of it. I got lucky. I believe I am going bald now, but I'm 35, it's fine. But I'm over 35, I'm not 35, I'm 37. God. It's been a long time since I've slipped up that much with my age. It's a sonic warrior, all lose your mind. Nice one. And what I will say to that, Ari, as long as you are comfortable in your body, that's all that actually matters. All that really matters. I am 37. I know I'm 37. A Freudian slip. It wasn't even a Freudian slip. I just slipped up and said I'm 35 when I was meant to say I'm over 35. I mean, technically, I am still 35. I just have 2 years experience. But yeah. See, this is why I prefer the mostly European way of. Yeah, okay. That makes it, yeah, 37-year-old, a 30-something teenage girl. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, this is why I prefer the most European languages way of saying their age, and they say they have. Yeah. They say they have, you know, X amount of years age, not that they are. And I think that's a better way of saying it. Although I am very much of the opinion that as you get older, time is basically a wave pushing you forward, in that the fact that the more you put behind you, the more it pushes you forward. Which is why the last 2 hours and 45 minutes have just disappeared behind me. And we ain't even going to get this job done tonight. Which means the first job on Monday next week is going to be finish this field. But I will probably not take another root crop harvest because they are slow and painful. I do usually have to tell you. I mean, it's not difficult to calculate our age, dear. You take the current year and add 11. God, the perspective on that was throwing me. When we good, you know, thinking of things. 11? Yes. 11. I was born in 1989. I was born the same year Nintendo released the Nintendo Game Boy. Admittedly, I am about 9 months older than the Nintendo Game Boy, but Same here. Good. Bum, 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 bum. Back to the street, down to our feet, losing the feeling you need. I have no qualms about telling people how old I am. I will not disclose my actual birthday, although if you pay attention, I generally do a long stream on my birth. Yeah, okay. I mean, admittedly, they came out with when the Game Boy Color came around, they did release a pink one, but it was still called a Game Boy. Oddly enough, you're not the first person to say that to me, although I think you may be the first trans person to say that to me. The Game Boy was an, you know, it spawned an entire new class. Well, yeah, it between it and the Sega Game Gear, which came out nearly the same time, maybe a couple of years later, they spawned a brand new class of gaming console. Like, others had tried it before, but it wasn't really until the Nintendo Game Boy and the Sega Game Gear that it actually took off. There are a lot of things related to women. Yeah. Let's never that require only two. Fine. The best toys ever don't actually require batteries. You know, the best toys ever don't actually require batteries. Yes, that is the brand new Playmates White Tiger Zord, by the way. Yes, I am a child. Yes, I do want the rest of the Thunder Zords. But yes, I am a massive child. I have children's toys adorning a good chunk of my room. And I'm slowly building up the Lego collection as well. Now that I actually have space to put some of it. Although again, slowly running out. May have to consider another set of shelves or a bookcase. Not very. Not very. I am only 5'6". So not very large. And I think at last time I weighed myself, I'm 82 kilos. I was 82 kilos. That may have changed in the meantime. I don't know. I don't own a pair of scales to check. Most people are taller than me. I stopped growing at 15. My wife is taller than me. As she's just pointed out. Yeah, I'm 5'6". Or at least that was the last time I measured my height, which was probably about 10 years ago. So I might be 5'5.5" now. Yeah. I don't fear scales. I just don't need to know that I'm putting on weight when I can feel it. Like I said, I do need to start doing something about it. I just fear the gym because gym bros. And I don't want to be running around the streets. I don't just want to be running randomly. Yeah, I remember being a skinny little teenager too. Okay, no, that is absolutely fine, and we will move the conversation on. I mean, so would I. I think at this point I might cry if I stand on a set of scales. I know I've put a lot of weight on in the last few years. Oh look, we're stuttering again because I faced the town, village, whatever you want to call it, hamlet. Come on, let's... It'll sort itself out in a moment. But yeah, we're going to do maybe another blur or try and do... Yeah. How about everyone's favourite geeky moment? And... Depends what you mean by geeky moment. My favourite... There's been so many. I think one of my favourites has to be... second year of uni. Sophie, me, you, Jamie, Luke... I remember who else was there. There was someone else playing with us at the same time, but all of us sat up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, all just running dungeons in WoW. That is one of my favourite times ever. Like, literally ever. Honestly, if I could get that back, I would love to, but there's no way that's happening now. Like, one, we haven't spoken to Jamie in in at least 7 years. And the rest of us have kids. So, you know, 3 AM gaming sessions, right? You know, running dungeons in WoW. It wasn't Joe, was it? No, I don't think it was Joe. Who else was it? Was it? It could have been Joe, actually. But yeah, five-man team just churning through dungeons. Why do you feel bad now? No, don't feel bad. WoW is a black hole. Trust me. It's pulled me back in twice. It will likely pull me back in again at some point in the next, you know, couple of years. I mean, that is a pretty nerdy moment, but my life is Really, really boring. Dan, yeah, it was Dan. Yeah, Dan was the tank, Luke was the healer, me, you, and Jamie were the DPS. I was a hunter. You were a druid. What did Jamie play? And why can't I remember? Oh, Jamie was warrior. He was DPS warrior. And eventually we changed it up. I don't have his phone number anymore, and the last time I tried to get in contact with him, he didn't respond. So, but yeah, it's not gonna. It's definitely, yeah, no. No, Ari doesn't know either, Jamie, I don't think. Yeah, he was DPS something. I just couldn't remember what class he was playing. Was it Death Knight? No, Dan was tank Death Knight. Sure, Jamie was a warrior. I mean, to be fair, we all had characters of multiple classes. Because at one point... Yeah. Because at one point I had a paladin tank, a Death Knight tank, and a warrior tank. In fact, I still have all of those characters. The account still exists. I still have access to it. I just can't log in and play on it. Because I don't pay. I did, however, find a really interesting modded server for it, which is basically WoW but turned into a roguelite. So all the enemy spawns have been turned up to 1 billion. And the idea is that rather than necessarily doing, you know, the quest content, you just run around killing things. Which I found interesting for a few months, and then I stopped playing that as well. Because time and the tools I was using to play it on the Steam Deck stopped working. 1 rogue, 2 healers. Yeah, 1 rogue, 2 healers, and then you had your druid as well. Your druid was originally a balanced druid. I had a character for every class until we stopped playing. I don't have a demon hunter, don't think, unless I made one after the fact, and I don't have a dragon king. It is almost bedtime, Ari. I'm gonna do one more load, and then we will save and end, because unfortunately I have work tomorrow, and tomorrow is gonna be a day of meetings, which sucks absolute stuff, because it's the end of sprint stuff. Yeah, sending bees. Yes, you did. You did. But yes, the end of this week is, because it's end of iteration, sprint, however you want to call it. I don't sound like my age. Okay. How old does Tiger sound? I'm worried now. Genuinely, I'm worried. But yeah, it's end of sprint, so I've got 4 meetings over the next, well, 3 or 4 meetings over the next 2 days. No. I mean, generally, I don't think a lot of people know how old I am, because while I am willing to tell people if it gets asked of me, I don't go out of my way to tell people how old I am. But thank you. How should a 37-year-old sound? I think I would look significantly older if I cut my hair short. Yes, but what does that... I can see we're going to a catch-22 situation. A 37-year-old. How should a 37-year-old sound? Like a 37-year-old. But what should a 37-year-old sound like? Like a 37-year-old. Yes, but how does a 37-year-old sound? Like a 37-year-old. Ah, dear. Ah, love is only a feeling. Dear, we want Bambi. I mean, Bambi is a deer. So is Tony Chopper. So is the tractor. No, the tractor I'm driving is not a deer. So is the tractor I own. I want venison. Do you know what? I haven't had venison for a long time. I can't even remember what it tasted like. I think we had venison burgers once when they put them in Lidl or Aldi. Orchid! Welcome on in. So chat, just quickly to throw this out there. There are 30 minutes until submissions for UKSG Blue 2026 close. I don't know why I'm announcing that here or telling anybody. I'm the only... Well, I know Orchid cares, but I'm the only person that cares other than Orchid. And there's nothing we can do now. 30 minutes is not enough time to do anything about our submissions. Yeah, Sophie loves Tony Chopper. This did I believe that the light of my life, the road that scurried by, just a beam. First I believe. How is Orchid doing today? No, I mean, okay. No, what I mean is that there. I understand. You are fine. That is the wrong version of the final countdown. Please, when you request the final countdown, please type Europe in there. For God's sake. You did this before and complained. When it didn't play the Europe version. I am stuck on a tree. That is a statement I've never heard out loud before. Would you like to try again, dear, and request the actual final countdown rather than some silly cover? You have just under a minute. No, okay. So we're not getting the proper we're getting this weird cover from Paradise Season 2. Okay. I'm too sleepy. I mean, to be fair, I'm getting tired now, which is why I'm saying forklift simulator. Okay. Although, let's be fair, any version of the Final Countdown is good. Just not Europe. I may wish to retract my previous statement. Why? Oh, the one about forklift simulator. Oh, that sounds interesting. No. No, I have a thing for simulators. You may have noticed. I enjoy my simulation games. I mean, yes, not every not every cover is good, but you know, it's the Final Countdown, so you know, it's a good song. This is just a weird, like kind of creepy cover of it, which, you know, it is what it is. Is it? I mean, good is such a subjective term anyway. Damn. Yeah, I know. It took me a minute to figure out what you meant. Watching Perches. Oh, okay. Mr. Brightside is such a good song. But I was always more of a fan of Mr. Blue Sky by Eela. It did not play that song. I don't know if it skipped it. It was in the list. It. Huh. I will. I will attempt to. Nope, it does not want to queue it. Is it because we had this with Dave earlier? Ah, yes, it is an explicit song. I have content filtering turned on because children use this Spotify account as well. I apologize. I will endeavor to add that to my pinned message for next time. because unfortunately the bot doesn't know. But yeah, it will just, because the bot will say it's queued it, but it's not. I do, and they do have their own accounts, but when they request songs using the Google Home speaker, it defaults to my account because I am the account holder. I am the default account. I don't think that's the right one. It may very well be. It is not on Spotify. That's why. The Fiona Apple version is... sorry. Yeah, it's not on Spotify. Jim Wilder. No, it can. They just... It can't differentiate the child because they're not allowed to... They're not allowed to have voice match because that would then be storing information about a child, which is against various data protection laws. So because it can't distinguish the voice, it defaults to my Spotify account, which is the rule I've set up. I mean, I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna deny this is an okay kind of song. But But I suppose, do we want Pure Imagination by Gene Wilder, or do we want the Timothée Chalamet version? That's the question. Which one do we want? Because I now want to listen to Pure Imagination. Actually, saying that, we are just about to finish because this is nearly full. Whichever is the OG. There you go. I am going to skip this because it was an incorrect request anyway. Enjoy. It kind of was, yeah. I agree. It might be one worth a listen to, listen back to later. Envy. do it to change the... Oops. We'll go deliver this. That is going, unfortunately, yet for tonight. Because again, we've gone for longer than I intended to. Much like we did yesterday in Pal World. Seems to be the theme of this week, going longer than I intend to. It's a shame the phrasing counter isn't here, because that is absolutely a phrasing. But yes, we'll be back for one more stream this week. That'll be tomorrow. We'll be back with AMT. I'll be back with AMT Grand Maximus Array. For some more road craftings, we are going to carry on our work through Deluge. Life by now. Oop. Helps if I pay attention to the road. Yeah, and then next week, Monday as normal will be evening Farm Sim. Tuesday as normal will be evening Pal World, I think. And then Wednesday is my affiliate anniversary, so I will be doing a longer day stream that day. Again, more farming sim, probably. I normally do a bad idea, but I'm kind of invested in this challenge now. I want to see how far I can go. It'll be my second affiliate anniversary. So I have had affiliate for 2 years as of August the 15th, I think. And then, yeah, Thursday evening back as normal. But yeah. I need to get better at posting my updates and stuff about schedule and things in more places. Because I remembered once, like 3 weeks ago, to post it on Blue Sky and Twitter. And forgot. And I've forgotten again this week and last week. Excuse me. But yeah, normally for anniversaries and events, I do what I like to call a bad idea. So that would be some sort of challenge run. It usually, for the most part recently, it's boiled down to crowd control or some sort of chaos mod. So my first affiliate anniversary, I did crowd control Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic Adventure 1. For my streamiversary, which also happens to be birthday stream, the last 2 years I did Chaos. Sorry, the first 2 years I did Chaos mod GTA 5, and then last year I ran a Sando Hundo, but did it with taking breaks. So yeah, those will all come back round eventually at some point. But we have delivered everything. We now have a total bank balance of 47,760. We are 70 to 80. We are most of the way through this contract. We will be finishing this off next week. in the stream on Monday. For you guys watching it on YouTube, that'll be Saturday the 15th that goes live. Yeah, Saturday the 15th that goes live. I think, actually. Or have I just queued up one for Wednesday? I can't remember. I will double check, but it'll be going live. I am putting these on YouTube. They're going live Saturday and Wednesday consecutively. The first one went live on the 1st of August. The second one went live earlier today at 7 PM. Day 3 will go live on Saturday the 8th. 7th, 8th. Yeah, Saturday 8th. Then it'll be Wednesday the 12th. I've just queued up Wednesday the 12th, which is day 4. So yeah, this one being day 5 will go out on the 15th. And then the 19th, 22nd. And then I come back, and then, yeah. It'll all work out in the end. If I scroll back in chat, I can tell you exactly what time I gave you the VIP badge. You got it at 33 minutes past 10. You got it about 15 minutes ago. I have more VIP badges than I know what to do with. I am tempted to make some sort of yeah, exactly. I think currently I have 11 VIPs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Sorry, I have 14 VIPs, and I think I have like 25 of them. I think I have like 25 VIP slots. I have a lot of VIP slots, and not many people are actually VIPs. Most of them are people who are either, 1, related to me, or 2, spend a lot of time in the channel, or 3, people that I feel genuinely deserve it. Like, I've got most of my first, like, my first ever subscriber has got a VIP badge. I don't know if he's still subscribed to me, but yeah. Anyway, this isn't getting me wrapped up and getting me off. We are... So yeah, I am done for the night. I am going to go and send us over to Yatagami. He is playing some Marvel Rivals. He has been on a bit of a roll tonight with his games. He was doing some Archipelago earlier, then he moved on to Blaze Blue Entropy Effect. Now he's doing Marvel Rivals. This man has been streaming for 8 hours. He's mad, and he's great. So we'll go over and say good evening to Yatagami and wish him a happy birthday, because apparently it's always his birthday. But yes. And I will catch you guys if you decide to be around tomorrow, 7:30 PM, for some Roadcraft with AMT. And if not, next week for more simulated nonsense in Farm Sim, or... It is bedtime in a minute, darling. Or Pal World on Tuesday. But that's it for me tonight. Thank you very much for being here. To Ari, to Dave, who's not here anymore, or may still be lurking somewhere, to Orchid, to Sophie, to... I think that's it. I think that's everybody that's been in and chatted. Ari, Orchid, Dave. Chrono. I forgot Chrono. How dare I forget Chrono? Yeah. We've had a time tonight. It's been good fun. It's always good fun. My chat has stopped scrolling at 9 o'clock. Wow, it's been busy tonight. That makes a change. Anyway, have fun, you guys. I will catch you on the next one. When all my buttons load up. There it is. Good night.